Mark Bray was denounced by the president of Dartmouth University because of his embrace of violence all the way back in 2017. He said if you label someone a white supremacist, if you label someone a fascist, then he endorses violence against them. I would just say this to Rutgers. I spoke with Turning Point headquarters earlier tonight. We stand by our chapter. We will defend our chapter. And if the university wants to make an issue of it, they can find out how good our lawyers are.
All right, so this is a really big story that's been bubbling up, and it's kind of hitting a crescendo right now because I'm being asked about it, you're being asked about it.
It's big.
Mark Bray at Rutgers University. Tell us about Mark Bray.
So Mark Bray is Dr. Antifa. This is a guy who, by the way, was run out of Dartmouth years ago, back in 2017, because of his support for violence. And he claims that Antifa violence is ethically and morally justified when it is done against people who he decides are white supremacists and fascists. And he wrote a whole book on this in 2017. He wrote op-eds about this. He came out, the president of Dartmouth denounced him. But then, of course, Rutgers went and gave him this. And by the way, it's a part-time teaching position. I just want to be very clear about that. So he came up and has been spreading this hate and domestic terrorism all throughout his tenure at Rutgers. Well, in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination, the Turning Point chapter on campus was saying, look, this guy has been here for all this time. He's spreading violence. Our leader was just taken out. We don't feel safe with him on campus. He's creating a harassing and violent, toxic environment for us, and we would like to see something done about him. They launch a petition. Then he flies to Spain on the taxpayer dime.
I got to chime in on this part.
Like
the flying to Spain part. So this is a guy who advocates for preemptive violence to take down fascists, to kill fascists. What is a fascist? A fascist to him is a conservative. So he advocates for a violent world, for us to exist amidst violence, political violence. The second the temperature gets turned up on him just a little, not that we condone any form of violence, but this guy gets a little bit of heat on him and he flies straight to Spain. Absolute coward. He cannot exist in the world for that which he advocates for. And then, you know, and these kids are meanwhile getting doxxed on campus. Yep. The university is launching an investigation on the kids, not him, not on the violence that he advocates for, but on him. And so we're going to continue on this topic of cultural, political violence, the rise of it.